right? In language, you're on lesson 83. But in 82, we're talking about verbs. And you know how to find a verb in a sentence, if you believe, right?
Yes.
You know what a verb is?
A verb.
Right? A verb tells
Action.
It shows action. That's right. But when a verb is past tense, that means something that already happened. When a verb tells us about something that's already happened, we call it past tense. It's in the past. It's over. All right? So
yes. Most
verbs, when we're doing past tense, we add D or ED to verb. That's most of them. Some of them, though, we change the spelling to make it past tense. Like if I say, we eat lunch, but if I want to do the past tense, it's yesterday we
ate lunch.
Ate lunch, yes. I sleep in my bed, but yesterday I
slept.
So the spelling changes for those words because they're called irregular verbs. They don't follow the rule of adding D or ED. Sam takes a quiz, but yesterday Sam
took a quiz.
Yes, took a quiz. Very good. All right, so what we're going to do is look at some of the past tense irregular verbs today. Yes, I grew 3 inches taller last year. But we can also say this. I have grown taller than my brother. So there's two past tense verbs we can say.
It's called helping verb.
Grow.
It's called helping verb.
That?
It's called helping verb.
Yep. Do you know what the helping verbs are so far that you've learned?
Yes. A word that needs a helping verb.
Okay, do you know what they were? Am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had.
They are like helping verb?
Yes, and they help a verb that can't work by itself. So there are verbs that cannot work by themselves. We don't say, I've grown taller. We never say grown without a helping verb. So grown has to be like I have grown. All right, so on page, if you have your language book, do you have your language book?
Ta-da!
You are good, girl. Page 92.
Okay.
And your helping verbs are listed up there at the top of the page. A helping verb helps the main verb show the action. Some helping verbs are am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. So those are a good thing to memorize so that you can actually say them so that you recognize them easily in sentences. And a helping verb and action verb together are called a verb phrase. Like a zookeeper is feeding the lions. I am singing to my baby brother. So those are verb phrases. Those aren't necessarily past tense, but those are verb phrases. Then on the bottom, towards the bottom of the page, you use these helping verbs with singular subjects. Am, is, was, and has. So if it says my teacher, is it is or are? It's my teacher is. We don't say my teacher are. We use are, were, and have with plural subjects. And the helping verb had can work with both singular and plural subjects. Do you have any questions about this section?
Actually, I'm in the lesson 85.
Yep, we're going to move that direction. Okay.
Today,
so let's go on to...
Today is very exciting for me. My mom said if I get to the lesson 85, my mom will give me a little present, a little teddy bear. And I love teddy bears.
Yay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so let's move over to page 94, which is lesson 85. 85. A helping verb helps the main verb show the action. Remember the helping verbs: am, is, are, was, were, have, has, and had. When we use them together, they're called a verb phrase. We're going to look at see the tiny chart where it says present, past, and needs a helping verb? And you see that? I'm going to share my screen here. See if I can find, let's do that.
Cái tập trung vào kìa.
I don't really need to bamboozle. I need this slide right here. All right. So we have just a regular, just past tense verb of grow is grew. So I grew 3 inches last year. Whenever you see this word here, grown, it always has to have a helping verb. We can never make a sentence and say this without a helping verb. Right? So I have grown. So I want you to try it on the next sentence. We've got blew. And then we have blown. That's the past with the helping verb.
Nói
If you
chuyện
can make a
vào.
sentence using the
Đúng
word
là Mi
blew.
nói chuyện vào nó cấm à?
Can you make me a sentence using the word blue, Kelly?
I grew 2 inches longer than last year.
2 inches more than last year. Okay. All right. Let's go down. Since I gave you samples for grew, let's go down to blue. So do you know one for blue?
I blew my whistle loudly.
Huh? Whistle. We actually, the T is silent, so it's whistle. I blew my whistle loudly. Uh-huh. Good. Now, if we wanted to use the word blown instead, how would we say that?
The wind blew. The strong wind blew my hat away.
No, would we say it blown? Because it has to have a what in front of it?
Having a verb. Oh. I wasn't looking, so my hat went off and the wind blown it away.
The wind has blown it away, okay, Kelly? We don't say blown or blowned because we cannot add ed to any of these and actually be a word. It's not a word. Okay, so it's not an English word. So we would say the wind has blown my hat away. The wind has blown. These are a little bit tricky, but when you see these past tense verbs, a lot of times the one that needs a helping verb, look at this, they end in N. See that? Or they end in ung, U-N-G. So those, if it ends in N or U-N-G, it helps us know that it needs a helping verb. Okay, so let's take a look at the word knew. The present tense is I know my multiplication facts. So we want to make a sentence with the past tense of know, which is knew.
I knew my homework was to talk about the animals already.
Good job. Very good. So then the next verb we have straight across from it is known. Known. Let me try a sentence with that.
I have known my ABC alphabet. ABC.
For a long time, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I have known my ABCs or my alphabet for many years. All right, good. So let's move to the next one, flew. The present tense is fly, like I can fly. Not really. So the past tense is flew. So give me a sentence using the word flew.
Yay, the kite flew high.
Good job. That's beautiful. Okay, and then what about flown?
See there? I see. Wait. See there? I see. I see a fluffy cloud. What?
Your helping verb.
Flown. See there? I see the kite was flown there. Has flown
It
there.
was flown there. That would work. Or has flown into the tree.
Yes.
Or it was flown in the park. Yeah, you could use either one for depending on what you're talking about. Good job. Good job. So, sing is our present tense of a verb. Like right now, I sing a lullaby to my baby. But the past tense is sang for something that already happened. Last night, I sang a lullaby. So then when we go to sung, it ends in ung. So it's got to have a helping verb. Can you give me a sentence using the word sung?
So, there were 3 million people in the stage where I am singing. I was singing.
Okay, no. This is past tense. You could say, I have sung to 3 million people. All right? I have sung. So it's something that you've already done, has to have a helping verb, and we keep this word the same. We don't change the form of this word, so we can't add ing to it, and we don't add ed to it.
How about
Just
this
sung,
sentence?
okay?
I have sung a lullaby to my baby brother.
Very nice. That's perfect. Yes. Good sentence. Good sentence.
Thank you.
I told my other third graders, learning these right here will and learning them well will set you apart as an English speaker because they're kind of tricky. And so a lot of people who learn English as a second language, they just don't bother. They don't use their helping verbs. So they'll say the wind blown and I known. And those are incorrect. Now in the United States, it's easier to learn if you already know English and you've heard it all your life, then they're easier because we recognize, oh, I groan sounds weird because I've never heard it said that way. So it has to have a helping verb because I've heard it over and over again. So it's easier to learn it that way. But since you're learning it as your second language, you kind of need to know the little rules and the little tricks. These verbs are going to end, most of them with N or with ung. Okay, to help you remember that they have to have a helping verb. Okay, they have to have one in order to make sense in English. So our next word is, which the present would be ring, so past is rang. Rang. Give me a sentence using just rang.
The phone rang ages ago.
Very good. The phone rang ages ago. I like that. All right. So then we'll move over here to the past tense with a helping verb, rung. That's something that's already happened too, but it has to have a helping verb. So go ahead with the sentence for that one.
Last minute ago, I have rung to my aunt.
Okay, I have rung to your aunt, like called her. Is that what you mean, or?
so difficult.
I have rung a bell. Okay, rung, like you can the phone rings, bells ring. So you could say, I have rung the bell for recess, or the recess bell has rung. It already did. It's time for break. Or the bell has rung to let me know that school is over, or the class is over. Okay, so we use it with have or has, and it's rung, which is something that makes a dinging sound. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do this one here. We go to went. This one's weird because the present tense is go. Like, I go to the store every day. Well, actually, every week. Not every day. Every week. So past tense of go, look at this, it's kind of odd, is went. It doesn't even have a G in it. So that's one you have to memorize. I went to the store yesterday. I went. That is actually the past tense of go. So those words go together, even though they don't seem like they should. So go, then went. Then we have gone. Gone. It ends with an N sound, but it just has an E. Gone. How would we say that in a sentence? How would we use that?
That is, gone. We have gone skiing several times.
Yes, perfect. Yes, beautiful. We have gone skiing several times. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a lie.
That's awesome.
Never
Yeah, that is
skiing.
awesome. What's that?
Well, one time I went skiing with, have you been skiing?
Have I been skiing? Nope. I have watched people ski, but I have never been skiing. I don't think I would do very well, especially now.
I just make up that, but I have ski on the ground. Skate on the ground.
Uh-huh. Cool. Now, we make up sentences for the fun of it, but like I didn't sing a lullaby to my baby because I don't have a baby. So I just make up sentences for fun. All right. All right, let's go look at the next one. Froze. The present tense is I freeze. So past is froze. How about a sentence using froze?
January is the time. No, April is the time when river froze.
When the river froze. Okay. It's the time when the river froze. So it already did it in April. Okay, what about frozen? Frozen, remember, needs a helping verb.
The water in the lake was frozen. Has frozen.
Was frozen or is frozen? Either one works because we're using that helping verb, okay? Now, is frozen would actually make it a present tense, which is fine. So it can be either a past tense or present if you're if the helping verb is a present tense, like right now, it is frozen, or it was frozen, which would make it past tense. So really super good, Kelly.
Thank you.
These right here. So we did the words from lesson 85 and 86. So 86 is what you're probably doing tomorrow, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's both of them. And those they keep on doing the helping verbs and verbs that need a helping verb all the way to 88. So there's more coming up, and you'll do the same thing. You'll be doing the same thing. They'll show you the verbs up at the top, and you're using present, past, and verbs that need a helping verb. And obviously, they're not all, you can make them into present, but most of their past tense verbs use those helping verbs, okay?
Okay.
Does that help you understand those better?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those?
Nope.
Nope. One of the best things to do probably is to practice them, to see what makes sense, and to take a little more time on your papers and practice, say them out loud so that they sound right to your ears. So like on page, let's go back to page 95, lesson 86. So here's some sentences. Bells were rung in the tall bell tower. That would be the very first one. Bells were rung. We don't say were rang because rang doesn't need a helping verb, but rung does. And were is the helping verb sitting there. Were rung. So people went or gone to see the parade. What would we say, Kelly?
Went?
Went, yes. People went. They already did it. And it does not need a helper. There is no helper there. So we would use went. Okay, the next one. A man with an ice cream cart rang or rung a small bell.
Rang? Rang. Rang.
Rang. Because there's no helping verb there. So we just use rang. God Bless America was sang or sung at the program.
Sung.
Sung. Good job, because was, it's already underlined, there's a helping verb there. It was sung. The students rang or rung the handbells. Would it be rang or would it be rung?
Rung? Oh, no, ring. Ring.
Is there a help?
Rang.
Rang. Yes,
Rang.
because there's no helping verb. Good. The water in the pond has froze or has frozen.
Frozen?
Frozen, yes, because look about our list. In the yellow box here, it says frozen at the bottom there. Has to have a helping verb, and there's a helping verb underlined. Has frozen. We have went or gone skiing several times.
Gone. Right? Gone.
Gone. Gone. It's gone because went is the past without a helping verb. But gone needs a helping verb. So very, very good. Very good. All right. I think we'll stop right there with this because we need to go over a little bit of science.
Yay! I love science!
Your favorite, right?
Yes.
All right, let's stop the share right now. Okay. So let's take a look. You should be at about, find the right marker in here. You're on you've done chapter 7 and 8.
8.
Is that right?
Hmm.
Have you done 8 yet or just 7?
Wait. Let me see a little bit. 8. Yes, I have done chapter 8.
All right, well, let's do a little bit of review. I'm going to review a little bit in chapter 7 first. So if you want to go with me to, you've probably already done it, so I won't tell you what page. Just to see if you know these, okay? I'm going to ask you a few questions.
What page are you in?
162.
Okay. 62. Okay.
just a second. There it is. 162. So without looking at the answers, did you write answers in this? Did you do page 162? You wrote the answers, okay? So in this we can actually... Oh, no, it's telling me it's good. It worked the other day. It's crazy.
I have done this.
Anna, okay, you've done it. That's fine. So we're gonna see if you got them right.
Okay.
Animals can make their own food. Is that true or false? Animals can make their own food. True or false?
False.
False. What does make its own food?
Plants.
Plants. Good job. Animals with backbones are called invertebrates.
False.
False. What are they called?
Vertebrates.
Vertebrates. Yep. Good job. All mammals have backbones. True or false?
False. Come down.
They do have backbones. All mammals. All right, mammals.
Oh.
There are insects that don't, but
Oops, oops.
all mammals
No,
do
teacher.
have
It's
What?
gone a little bit wrong. It must be true. It must be true because that is true.
Yep, you got it true. Good. It's true. Okay. Most mammals are born alive. Is that true or false?
True.
True. Huh? Most of them are born alive. That's true. Okay. No mammal has more than 2 limbs. Is that true or false?
False.
False. How many do they often have?
4.
4, but not more than 4. Mammals are warm-blooded. Is that true or false?
True.
Good. True. Into what 2 groups are animals divided or classified?
Vertebrates and invertebrates.
Yes. Okay, can you give me the 5 groups or classes of vertebrates?
Fish, amphibian, mammals, reptile, bird, and it's also called FAMRB.
Good.
Yes.
Mammals breathe with what? What do mammals breathe with?
And mammals breathe with lungs.
Yes. They breathe with lungs. Do any mammals live in the water?
What?
Do any mammals live in the water?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me
Teacher.
a mammal that lives in the water?
Teacher.
Yeah.
When you look in the chat box is a very unique things is make up a word. Here,
In the chat box?
farm.
Okay, you might need, if you want to do farm B, you move the R over, F-A, and then do your R,
No,
and then M-B.
no, this is the word. Fish, amphibian, mammals, reptile, and bird.
Uh-huh. That helps you
like
remember F-A-M-R-B.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It's a good idea to do that, and that helps you remember when you have to do lists. It's a very good idea. All right. 2 ways mammals are alike. 2 ways that mammals are alike.
They have
Things
four.
that mammals do.
They have 4 lungs.
No, 4 limbs.
Limbs.
No more than 4. Uh-huh.
Mm,
Okay, and
they
what else?
they born, they like they give birth to their baby alive.
Yes. They give birth to their babies alive. Very good. Let's see. Let's do a little bit more in this chapter. Ooh, what do fish use to breathe oxygen? What do fish use to breathe oxygen?
Gills.
Gills. Yes, they use gills. They work differently. What covering do most fish have? What covers the fish?
Scales.
Scales. Where can you find a fish's skeleton?
In the bodies of other fish.
Inside its body. It's inside. Because there are some creatures that have what's called an exoskeleton, and they're on the outside. But the fish the fish has its skeleton on the inside. Okay. Pretty good. Let's move on. 7. Let's see what else. Ooh, reptiles. What do they breathe with?
Lungs.
They breathe with lungs. They don't take care of their babies either.
What?
Their babies just automatically. They don't need to, like a mammal. A mammal takes care of its babies.
Yeah.
So like a mammal will take care of it needs a mommy for a while. Like kittens need their mommy for like 6 weeks. The same way with puppies.
Like
People
turtles.
are like that.
Like turtles. Like
Yeah.
When they lay egg, they just dig and they leave.
Yes. And then their babies hatch and they're on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the way reptiles and amphibians work a lot. They don't necessarily take care of their young. Birds take care of their babies and mammals, but not the reptiles and amphibians. Okay, let's see. Reptiles' skin. What would a reptile's skin feel like?
Hard and rough.
Dry and, is it wet or dry?
What?
Would it be wet or dry? A reptile.
Dry.
Dry. And they have scales too, so they're dry and scaly. But an amphibian, on the other hand, would be smooth, no scales,
And
and
wet.
they're kind of moist. Kind of wet, yeah.
Like
Still
slime.
sticky.
Like slime.
Yes. Yes. Why would reptiles sun themselves? Why would they hang out in the sun?
Because they're cold-blooded. They cannot control their body temperature. They needed the sun to warm their body up or they will...
Yes. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, it looks like our time is up for today. And you are doing very well, Miss Kelly.
Can I ask
Go
you
have fun.
just one more question? Have you ever get a slime stuck in your hair?
Slime?
Yes.
No. Did you?
Yes. Look at this. My hair's so cool.
Were you playing with slime?
Yes, I play with slime with my cousin, and then just my baby cousin, and just my baby cousin stand up there like poof. All the slime goes on my head. My baby cousin, I'm very mad at my baby cousin.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I'm screwing.
Not cool.
No,
Yeah.
no, not cool. So I have to cut my hair. Oh my gosh, I hate cutting my hairs.
To get all that out of there. Oh wow.
Hmm.
That's awful. Okay, well, our time is up. I have another class waiting, so I will see you next week. You have a good week and a good dance practice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for teaching me. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.